Few have the poise and the stunning beauty of Angelina Jolie. The Oscar-winning actress is globally renowned for her off-screen romances and wild girl image. She is a woman on a mission.
I've been guilty of in my life working and working non-stop and trying to figure out when the next job is and being in the race for getting that role or getting this thing or how did that go this weekend, and then you suddenly stop and think, why don't I just go away somewhere for a month and
Jolie has already lived a life that few could rival. She is the third actress in history to earn $20 million for a single film. There is so much more to this working mum than meets the eye. She became personally aware of worldwide humanitarian crises whilst filming Tomb Raider in poverty-stricken Cambodia. Deeply affected by what she saw, Jolie then turned to the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees for more information. In 2001, Jolie went on her first field visit to Sierra Leone and Tanzania. She later expressed her shock at what she had witnessed and insisted on covering all costs related to her missions. Angelina became a Goodwill Ambassador for the UNHCR and has continued her good work in more than 20 countries around the world, highlighting the plights of millions of uprooted people and advocating for their protection.
But I do know this. No mother who had her children killed in front of her, no young girl sold into slavery, no boy kidnapped and forced to be a child soldier, and no young girl like the 3-year-old I met in Sierra Leone who had her limbs cut off should be expected to simply forget. No one should have to choose between peace or justice.
Jolie has received numerous awards for her humanitarian work ranging from the United Nations to governments around the world.
To receive an award for something that has been the greatest privilege in my life is quite a strange thing, but it means a lot.
But winning accolades or positive publicity does not fuel her true mission in life. She is driven by a genuine commitment to help those less fortunate. This quest runs skin deep in this remarkably loving individual. Cambodia was one of the Tomb Raider's filming locations. It was here that Jolie witnessed the natural beauty, culture and poverty of a third world nation. This first-hand experience motivated her to visit refugee camps. The scale of Cambodia's humanitarian crisis was overwhelming for Jolie. It was a life-changing experience that sparked the humanitarian chapter of her life. Jolie was named a UNHCR Goodwill Ambassador in 2002 and then adopted her first child, 7-month-old Cambodian orphan Maddox Sivan. Angelina's humanitarian work was now her main priority, but her days on the red carpet were not behind her. She starred in the film Beyond Borders.
Yeah, I've taken many. I read this script 5 years ago, and it was the first time I'd really read about aid workers and doctors and started to get involved in what was happening in the world. And when the film didn't go, I ended up traveling on my own, and I joined the UN, and my life just changed completely. In a really simple way, it just made me aware that I should educate myself. I should travel more. I shouldn't rely on just the front page of my local newspaper to tell me what's happening in the world, that there's obviously a lot that's not, you know, that somebody else has chosen as my headline news or my evening news, that there's obviously, so we need to, each of us as individuals, kind of really, really care about, really invest time in learning about other peoples and other situations, and then figure out what each of us individually can do. Well, it's all different, but we can all do something.